Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. Get your cell phone out. We have a QR code coming your way for this edition of Design Time, and you can scan the code right there on your screen for all the information about today's topic. We're here with Kathy Kilborn at Tri-City Furniture. How are you, Kathy?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for inviting us. Kathy, we were talking all about, we have that favorite chair or sofa sometimes at the house, and it lasts over year, over year, over year. And it's about quality, right?
Yes.
But should we keep that a 20-year-old recliner, or do we need to kind of switch it up a little bit?
Well, depending on how it's still performing is really the question.
Okay.
But realize that what you bought 20 years ago from a specific manufacturer will not, and I repeat, will not be the same as it is today. Many of those companies have either sold their name and factory to an import company, or they themselves have moved to be an import, and they're companies you would not think of. So just be aware.
So if the company's changed, has the quality changed as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
These people are trying to stay in business, and over the last 15 years, we've lost a lot of manufacturing due to being competitive with the imports. And so if they're still there, they've had to change to figure out how to make that same product for less money to be competitive, because people want a deal. I understand that. But realize with a deal, you also give up, and typically it's the quality.
So Kathy, what do we need to be on the lookout for when it comes to quality or these changing of the manufacturers and all of that?
Well, just don't go out and pick a brand that you bought years ago. Do some research, talk with a store that you trust, because those manufacturers are not the same. And they've had to change. I actually have one manufacturer out of North Carolina, and they're still making the same frame and sofa and support systems the way they always have. They are one of a couple that have been able to survive over time. But they work into some other areas that help them to exist. Most of these manufacturers just cannot keep the quality they had and sell it for a price that would be competitive to all the imports.
So Kathy, why do some customers not purchase from those companies that offer the quality products?
Well, we don't purchase things often enough to really recognize a lot of the changes. We have something 15 years ago, and it wore well, it cleaned easy, we could move the cushions around. They go buy a new one, and after they have it, they realize, my cushions don't flip, there's no fabric on the bottom, or the seat springs, I don't feel it. I feel like I'm sinking in. So a lot of these things are to eliminate some of the cost, and it comes right down to cost. You need to realize that if it's advertised, this $2,000 sofa is now $799. Realize that it is not the $2,000 sofa. It's a copy. And they forgot to tell you, oh, by the way, we left out the springs, we changed the foam. We have a much lighter fabric. We don't have all the details. And if you're going to sit on it, it probably is not going to wear well. But you're only going to pay $799. So recognize those differences. If it's low cost, there is a reason it's low cost. Those stores need to stay in business. They're still making a profit. They're not giving anything away today. So recognize that a sofa can be made many, many ways. Chairs, many, many ways. Recognize that if you want to sit on it, you're going to have to pay more for longevity.
Okay, well, Kathy, we are here with you, the Queen of Furniture, so we're not going to leave without getting more words of wisdom when it comes to the changes in home furnishings now.
Yes, everything today has to do with cost, and I don't care if it's wood, a refrigerator, or a car. We have to pay employees, we have delivery, those freight costs. If, you know, they say the shipping is free, recognize shipping is not free.
Right.
You're paying it in there somewhere. So you start taking some of those out, there's not much left to put into quality. And that's the problem with this. We don't want to buy a sofa every year.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Kathy. Appreciate you inviting us in today. Tri-City Furniture,
Thank you.
Kathy Kilborn here in Auburn. Thank you for watching this edition of Design Time.